Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back with the rest of this VTuber model, with this new VTuber model that I have made. I kind of wanted to talk about it because this part of the video is just going to be a little bit of me struggling with so many things. The top that I painted, um, picking the base color to be so light, it's kind of challenging because, the shadows that you apply on the top might get a little bit too dark too fast. And that's what happened in here. The first time that I rendered it, it didn't work. So this is the second time. And then the second time I just rendered it and I thought, okay, the shadows are not dark enough. They're just not implementing the depth that I wanted it, so I added more shadows. And then I looked at the top, mostly in the chest area, and I was like, yeah, no, this is not working at all. So I started just changing it. For the next 10 minutes you will see me struggle with this whole entire top section. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Oh no. What I realized is that this is more in anime style. Have you seen those really like tight outfits that anime girls wear? And I'm just like, yeah, that's not what I'm going for in here at all. But now, this is the next day. That's why you see a complete jump in it. This is the next day. I came back to the design and I just have looked at so many different type of tops. So I decided to add this rim kind of thingy, like this, what is it? This line that comes down from the open area in the chest coming down. This is a boning that I did not realize. This kind of open chest designs have this boning inside of the dress. It helps the design to, mostly that cut out part in the chest, to stay in place. Okay, so I added those bonings. So now you're seeing me just going overboard with the shadows one more time. The color peak, I first went for a more desaturated yellow for the shadows, but then I realized maybe I don't want it to be desaturated, maybe I want it to be saturated. So I went back in with more saturated yellow and it became uglier. So I started from the beginning, so I am just doing the whole entire render from zero again, but going back for the desaturated yellow version. But it's not what I wanted it to be, and it still does not give me the vibe that I'm looking for. Mostly that it's ugly. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't know. Yeah, it's such a huge, you see, like, I'm trying to work with lightening the shadows to see if I lighten it up it would get better or something. And at last, the part that I fixed the top, I forgot, for the life of me, I forgot to record it, but I completely changed the color. I have the yellow version of it as well, but I decided to go for more like a lighter, more gravitating toward white, a purely white kind of outfit, and instead of this yellow color. Okay, so yeah. This is me going through it again because I did not like what I was looking at. That dark desaturated version was not doing it for me, so I tried to combine it with a saturated versus a desaturated to see if that will help me. But yeah, do you see that? Oh my god. I try to just do the part that is sticks to the underneath of the chest area, sticks to the body, so it doesn't have a lot of wrinkles. But I later looked at it and I thought, okay, the wrinkles is needed because it just looks too cartoony right now. and it doesn't fit my my render style. It doesn't fit my design style at all. So I went back in and rendered it again. Here I'm just adding this writing underneath of her top, but yeah, I didn't like it because it makes it look like an underwear, and I don't like that underwear look that it has. So here you can see me just going back in with a desaturated yellow. I like this shading ways more in comparison to saturated yellow, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. I just made it a little bit too dark again. And here's the problem. As you can see, it looks muddy. It looks a little bit muddy and I don't like that, but yeah. Oh, Jesus. What you're seeing right now, it's 30x faster. That is why you don't see so many of the brush strokes. It's just like jumping in some parts of it. It just goes from this completed to completed. It's 30x faster. And if I do not want to do it 30x faster, I just have to make like how many? Two different episodes, three different episodes for just how many times did I fix the top till I got to what I got. But yeah, it is still not doing it for me. The yellow was not doing it for me. That is why I went back in and changed the color yellow. Now I'm completing the body lines. Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what is the problem, what is not creating that depth, so I added more shadows and I decided, okay, you know what, I have spent too much time on the top, so I just want to move on now. Let me just do the butterfly on the chest. So I just started to work on that one, which changes by the way later because I thought it has too many parts. The butterfly that you're looking at it right now, it has too many parts, and it's hard to make it look like an actual butterfly than a decorative piece. And with too many lines going on the top, it did not look really good. So later on, really later on, like 3 4 days after I completed this butterfly, I kept remaking the butterfly as well because it did not look like how I wanted it inside of my head. So I kept redoing the butterfly as well until I got, you see, like I'm working with the colors. I'm trying to just figure out if I would change the color to this, would it look better? If I do the shadows like this, would it look better? But the problem was that the design of the butterfly itself is not what I wanted it to be. And the problem I had in here was that my base is a light yellow color, and then I have the skin, which is a really light, well, a skin color. So I couldn't go for white straight up. You see, this is the place that I'm just like, yeah, like yellow is not working at all for me. So I went for this purely white kind of a look instead of that yellow color. And I wiped with this ways more. Look at that. She is so lightweight right now instead of that really heavy, dark, yellow, ugly color. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've just looked over it too many times, but yeah. So I'm still so stuck on that. I changed the color of the pants in here, but because of the yellow, I changed it to green. But then when I turned the top to white, I was just like, yeah, well, the blue is working perfectly fine with the top right now. It's even better than in comparison to the yellow one. So yeah, we are doing the top right now, the pants right now. I'm using a reference in here, guys. I found it on Pinterest. I'm just going to mostly use it for the bottom part where the the whole entire fabric is piling up. Just like see how can I do it without it looks too chunky or too bad or too ugly. But the rest of it, I just like changed it in a way that I would need this pants to look like. So yeah, that's later on I would change it. I did realize the fact that the crotch area and the pants is too low. That's not where the crotch would go. So I fixed it later. I did fix it later. To be honest, this is the first time that I'm painting these lines on a jean pants. I usually do short pants, not long pants. To this point, like really long long jeans. If I wanted to just be honest, yeah, I don't do the long jeans ever. I usually do the shorts, and the shorts do not have these lines that the pant in here has because, well, the fabric is too much, so it turns around and you won't see those lines. So yeah, I had to use the reference to get help in here a lot. But coming to the top part, I just mostly, oh my god, I look at that crotch and it's getting on my nerve. How long it is and how did I not notice it? Sometimes when you're so deep in the thoughts, in the painting thoughts, you do not realize it. I did one side first and then moved on to the second part, to the other side. So I have one part completely rendered and ready to go, and then moved on to the next one. Yeah. I was like, okay, let me just fix this real quick because this parts that they are just missing, it's just getting on my nerves. Yeah, I got help in the bottom part of this pants a lot from to learn how to do it properly. Now you're doing the dark and light sides of those double neated, kind of double neated? Is it neated? Double sewn layer that we get on these type of pants. Oh my god, this is where my my brush was locked and it was painting instead of moving the screen, and I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? Why are you doing this to me? Here I just noticed that instead of my fabric piling on the top of each other, it's just shaping a form that it doesn't fit the fabric laying on the top of each other, so I just let it to lay down a little bit more. So I fixed that, and then we're adding the back of. I don't know what is going on with the back of this. I need to figure that part out later as well, but now we're doing the ripped part, so I'm just doing some random scribbles of lines and then adding some darker shadows and then going over it with lighter color again after to create that scribble effect, and then adding those lines. So here's where I fixed the crotch, and I was just like, what is what is this? What's this? Why is this so long? And then we had this part that, well, of course, the fabric is falling on the top of each other, so I was not implementing it properly. Right? We have the shadows, we have this part, and yeah, it looks better. It looks 100% better in comparison to the before version. And we're working on the shadows. This is the yellow version. Did you see that? Let me just, yeah, you can pause to see it. But I create a yellow version of this, a purely yellow version, but the white one, the white with a little bit of hint of yellow in it, was the one that I was vibing with it the most. So, yep. Doing the chains that I painted the first time were not working, and I decided to just make it look like it's wrapping around it and has some interactions with the jeans itself. For the arm, I have done this on a separate layer, so it's a lace layer that's underneath of the top layer, but I did it in a way that if they want it they can turn it on, and if they don't want it they can turn it off, so it can just come and go. It depends on the user. If they want it, they will use it. If they don't want it, they don't. So that's it for today's video. Take care of yourself. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.